Hey, I'm just Ian, but welcome to my first ever YouTube video that isn't a bloody TikTok. I'm gonna explain my pitch for Spider-Man 4, also how they can introduce Norman Osborn and Oscorp in the MCU, because we know Oscorp doesn't exist yet because of Spider-Man No Way Home. Of course, potential spoilers, but I'm gonna dive straight in. Whoa. Okay, so in Armor Wars, we start off with Norman Osborn buying part of Stark Industries, creating Oscorp. He also becomes the Iron Patriot, wanting to become the new Iron Man. He does some stupid stuff, has to fight Rhodey. Rhodey wins, of course. Oscorp immediately is set in bad daylight because of that. And Norman Osborn switches from more armor-based technology to biogenetics and hires Kurt Connors. Now we get Spider-Man 4. Peter's in college getting classes from Dr. Connors. Because of that, Peter and Connor, they become like a mentor. Like, Connor becomes more of a mentor to Peter. Peter doesn't really open up easy because of everything that happened, but well, just talks a little bit to Kurt about that he works at the Bugle. Kurt's like explaining about his family, also that he works at Oscorp in the weekends if he doesn't give lessons, and that he's working on something big, something that can change mankind and can cure cancer if it works. Then we get that Norman Osborn is trying to pressure Kurt into starting human trials because it's taking Kurt too long, or else Kurt will get fired. Kurt has to think about it, of course, and then we get back to more of the school life, and Kurt invites Peter over for Thanksgiving dinner because Peter, of course, doesn't have anywhere to go. So Peter takes the offer because he thinks it's really nice, and we head to Kurt's home, where Kurt and his wife talk about the debt they are in, and Kurt decides over Thanksgiving dinner that he needs to start human trials and that he wants Peter's help because Peter is the smartest of their class or something. Well, after dinner, Peter helps Kurt but miscalculates something so that Kurt turns into the lizard on accident because the serum just isn't right. Then we have a fight at the house with Spidey saving Kurt's family from the lizard. I really don't want like a British lizard. I just want like a beast that will eat like his child or something. I would really like to see that. With a snout. I don't want him to look like a Goomba. Just make him look like a badass. Of course, Norman Osborn hears about this, gets scared that Oscorp will get into bad daylight again. So Norman hires Kraven the Hunter, Kraven the Bounty Hunter, to kill the lizard. Now the rest of the movie is more of a race of Spider-Man trying to cure lizard before the lizard harms himself or before the lizard gets killed by Kraven. Then we have the final fight. The final fight's a 1v1v1. It's the lizard versus Kraven versus Spider-Man. Spidey stops Kraven, and Kraven gets arrested, and he cures Kurt so Kurt can go back to his family. Peter, also working at the Daily Bugle, exposes Oscorp in the Daily Bugle, making Norman dislike Peter, but also disliking Spider-Man because Spider-Man stopped Kraven. Then we get to see Kraven going to prison, meeting Vulture, Scorpion, and Shocker. Kraven now hates Spider-Man, of course, because this is the first hunt he ever lost, and it's all Spider-Man's fault. Then we get a post-credit scene of Norman Osborn and a person talking in the shadows, and every villain that's in prison getting a letter saying they're trying to assemble some kind of team. Person steps out of the shadows who's talking to Norman Osborn, and it's Mysterio. He's still alive because of course he is, because it's Mysterio. And he says that for his plan to work he needs a sixth member of the team. Of course, alluding and setting up the Sinister Six. Norman says that won't be a problem. More credits, not another post-credit scene, or it's like a stupid joke one. And that will set up Spider-Man 5. In Spider-Man 5, probably the sixth villain for the Sinister Six will be introduced, and then in Spider-Man 6, we'll actually get the Sinister Six. Well, I hope so. But either way, this was my pitch for Spider-Man 4. I hope you liked it. Leave some thumbs up, subscribe or something if you would like more Spider-Man stuff. Leave a comment. I also talk about games, or well, I'm gonna talk about games, so if you're interested in that, just stay, and you'll hear from me in the next video, I guess.